Imagine your business is poised for an exciting international expansion, full of potential and new markets. You have innovative products or services, and you are ready to share them with the world. But before you leap, have you thoroughly examined the intellectual property landscape in your target countries? Overlooking this critical step can lead to costly surprises. Cross-border intellectual property due diligence is a systematic and comprehensive process to identify, assess, and mitigate risks associated with intellectual property assets when expanding into new foreign markets or engaging in international transactions. It involves a detailed examination of patents, trademarks, copyrights, and trade secrets to ensure their validity, ownership, and enforceability across different jurisdictions. The core reason this process is so vital is that intellectual property rights are inherently territorial. This means a patent granted in the United States does not automatically protect your invention in Germany or Japan. Each country has its own distinct laws, registration systems, and enforcement mechanisms. A deep dive into these varying legal frameworks helps safeguard your investment, prevent infringement, and ensure that the intellectual property you think you own is actually defensible where you need it to be. Embarking on this diligence journey involves several key steps. First, define the scope and objectives of your review. Which countries are you targeting, and what intellectual property assets are most critical to your business? Next, meticulously identify all relevant intellectual property assets, including any patents, trademarks, copyrights, and trade secrets. This involves compiling a detailed inventory. The third step is to conduct comprehensive territorial searches. This includes novelty searches for patents, availability searches for trademarks, and freedom to operate analyses to ensure your products or services do not infringe on existing rights in the target jurisdictions. You also need to verify the validity and enforceability of these assets in each country. Following this, review the chain of title and ownership documentation for all intellectual property assets. Confirm that your company or the target entity truly owns the rights it claims. Examine all existing agreements, such as licenses, assignments, and joint development agreements, to understand any encumbrances or obligations that might affect your expansion. A crucial step is to assess potential infringement risks and past or ongoing litigation related to the intellectual property. Understanding the enforcement landscape in each jurisdiction is also key. Finally, analyze regulatory compliance requirements and, if applicable, quantify the commercial valuation and financial implications of the intellectual property. One invaluable insight to remember is the absolute necessity of engaging local intellectual property counsel in the target countries. Their specialized knowledge of nuanced local laws, customs, and enforcement practices is irreplaceable. Additionally, leverage specialized global intellectual property databases and search tools to ensure the most comprehensive review possible. Ultimately, a thorough cross-border intellectual property due diligence process is more than just a legal formality. It is a strategic imperative that provides clarity, minimizes financial exposure, and empowers you to make informed decisions. By understanding the intricacies of global intellectual property, you can confidently protect your innovations and ensure a smooth, successful entry into new international markets.